Ministers recognize that the opportunities provided from new and ongoing environmental sustainability initiatives need to be better coordinated in order to maximize synergies and benefits. Ministers of the Environment will task the aligned agencies with responsibility for these issues to put in place a coordination mechanism to facilitate this collaboration. For Antigua and Barbuda, this will be the national coordinating mechanism for environmental agreements. We covered climate change extensively, and the ministers received presentations regarding the outlook for weather patterns. The predictions are that Antigua and Barbuda, like all other OECS countries, will continue to see severe drought conditions for the next 6 months. In light of this, member states have agreed that the approval of the water resources management policy is a priority. Antigua and Barbuda's policy has been prepared and should be before Cabinet shortly. A regional climate change policy will be prepared. Antigua and Barbuda will be preparing its climate change policy in 2016 with the funding that has been secured from an EU OECS project. In the same project, the building code will be updated and a physical adaptation project valued at 2.24 million EC dollars will be implemented. This project will restore the waterways, drainage, infrastructure, and remedial work where the difficulties have been experienced. On the issue of the Sargassum seaweed, ministers received a detailed brief, and the OECS Commission has been mandated to assist member states in collection and sharing information on best practices in the management and utilization of the weed. The OECS Commission has also been mandated to urgently mobilize resources to assist the region with addressing this problem. It is obvious that we covered many more subjects, but these are basically the issues that have occupied most of the discussions. We have a document that reflects the decisions of the conference, and I do not propose to go through the entire document really, because it covers many, many areas of importance to the OECS. And I just ask my colleagues if they would wish to highlight any particular area that they consider to be critical from their standpoint.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you very much for having us. I want to avail myself of this opportunity to, of course, extend to Antigua and Barbuda, the government of Antigua and Barbuda, a kind thank you for the excellent arrangements for all of our participation here in Montserrat especially, which we are very close by, and we can't get to Montserrat without passing through Antigua, as you very well know. It all means air or seaport. But we're particularly grateful to the minister here in this council for having heard in particular the overseas territories and Montserrat in respect of COP21 and our proposal as overseas territories to want to be recognized in the context of that setting. And so we are very pleased that the minister was able to bring us to conclusion on the principle of the inclusion of overseas territories and regions, including Martinique, BVI, Anguilla, which is next to me, in all of the regional climate-related initiatives. And in respect to access to climate finance, this council has encouraged the overseas territories and regions to continue our efforts to raise these issues at the appropriate levels. So that's one of the landmark decisions I would say that we have emerged from this meeting with, and I want to thank the Minister for allowing us to reach that point. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Let me first congratulate the host country, Antigua and Barbuda, for hosting this excellent retreat, this excellent session today. And I would also like to congratulate the Minister of Environment for his wonderful chairmanship today with this session, as well as the OECS. As the Minister of Montserrat has indicated, we join along with Montserrat and the other overseas territories with respect to the proposals that have come out of today's session with respect to seeking additional funding in relation to climate change. There were additional issues as well that greatly impact Angola that has come out of this session, and we're looking forward to dealing with those issues in the future. One of those issues involved the increasing ocean acidity, as well as the possibility of water scarcity over the next few years, as well as the sargassum seaweed, which we understand is also a serious issue here, not only in Angola, but also here in Antigua and Barbuda, as well as a number of the other territories in the region. And so, coming out of today's session, I would like to thank the entire staff that has been here today, and we look forward to future discussions on these matters. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Eugene Hamilton from St. Kitts. I want to avail myself of this opportunity to express the sympathy of my Dominican people with the tragedy that has happened in Dominica. I believe that all of us in the OECS and in fact the entire region sympathize with the effects of that disaster caused by the storm, not even a full hurricane. And it underscores the point that all of us in this region are vulnerable because of the effects of climate change. We have had full discussions on climate change. This is my first meeting, and I'm pleased that Antigua hosted this meeting and gave me an opportunity to participate in this meeting and to come face to face with some of the issues, the important issues that are related to climate change that affect all of us. It is indeed my plan to ensure that in St. Kitts and Nevis we put our house in order to ensure that we mitigate the prospects of losses as a result of the effects of climate change. I again thank you, honorable colleague, and all of my colleagues here for giving me an opportunity to participate in this important exercise.
I am Clayton Bergen, Minister of Health, Wellness and the Environment of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Firstly, I want to thank the OECS Commission for organizing the second Council of Ministers of Environment meeting here in Antigua, and to thank the Minister of the Environment from Antigua and by extension the government and people of Antigua for hosting such a timely and successful meeting here today. Mr. Minister, I want to thank you for your chairmanship and your leadership in the process, which exemplify your quality as a leader and having things work out in perspective and having us come to certain decision, and your guidance was really appreciated. The issues discussed are quite relevant and timely for us in the OECS. As was stated by colleague ministers, we have seen the devastation of some rains that fell in Dominica sometime about nearly 2 weeks ago, just under 2 weeks, and the devastation that it caused. Now we are saying that we are in the dry season, we are having a drought, and many countries would have appreciated some of that rainwater that fell on the 27th, that Thursday afternoon. But that is something that we have to be mindful of and ensure that our scarce resources are being used adequately, effectively and efficiently for the services of all of our territories. I know in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, even though we have a lot of rivers and a number of water catchment, we still have a process where we're trying to trap rainwater, especially for clinics, hospitals and schools, and treat those water to have water safety and safe water for any eventualities that may occur. Because when you have a tragedy or some climatic event, weather system changing, you notice what could happen. Like for example in December of 2013, Christmas Eve, when we had those untimely rain or rain that fell that no one knew would have taken place in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on that fateful Christmas Eve evening. A lot of the water system were disrupted. So we had lots of water everywhere, but none to use. And so we always encourage our people to have adequate water at those times. Now we have seen, and you in Antigua would see what the drought is having, the effect that it is having on you with your agriculture, the land, you know, tourism, the citizens, and you would appreciate the need for us to really pay close attention to our water resources. Mention was made of geothermal energy, which is green energy, and which can enhance the development capacity of our territories. Right now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we just passed legislation on a geothermal bill, where we're exploring geothermal energy in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We can talk more about that, but as I said, it was a pleasant meeting, a wonderful and successful meeting, and I know all of us will be going back to our territories with something that we can report home and some changes that we can make with the population of our various countries. Once again, thank you very much, Minister, and the people and government of Antigua for hosting this meeting.
Thank you.
On behalf of the OECS Commission, I would like to contribute also to this press briefing. I want to say first of all that we must thank the government and people of Antigua and Barbuda for the excellent arrangement made and for the hosting of this meeting. And this is just one of many meetings and activities they are hosting this week related to climate change and environmental sustainability. On Sunday we had an exhibition, a Climate Fest exhibition launched in the Botanic Gardens, and that is from all reports is a major success. Today's meeting was very well attended, and we had widespread participation from all member states with the exception of Dominica. And we know that Dominica is at this time going through some serious hardship as a result of the passage of Tropical Storm Erica, and the minister wasn't able to attend. But we know he is busy at home working, trying to rebuild and to make sure that he is rebuilding stronger as we face increasing incidents of this type. Climate change is here and it's real. Climate change will significantly affect the way we do business. It won't be business as usual. And the ministers today spent a great deal of time and took a lot of major decisions related to how we could deal with climate change. At the international level, ministers agreed that they will participate fully and to make sure the Caribbean, the OECS position in terms of where we stand with climate change will be well known, and the OECS will work along CARICOM and the OECS small island states to make sure that we as small island states that will suffer the brunt of the impact of climate change will be properly represented, and our concern and issues will be given attention, and there will be no letting down or easing back on some of our fixed positions, which will be part of a CARICOM position as we move forward. We also recognize that